Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ravi Singh and I'm going to help you understand great engineering concepts around us. For that, you just need to hit the subscribe button down below. So for describing these terms, that is static pressure and dynamic pressure, let us derive the conservation of momentum equation for one-dimensional steady flow. That is the assumption. So for deriving this, I have considered a system that consists of, say, any gas with a density rho, and the area of this area actually is A, and the velocity at which the fluid is approaching or the gas is approaching inside this container is U, and the pressure is P. So as a result of the change with respect to distance, that is delta x, the pressure now becomes P plus delta P by delta x into delta x, and the velocity becomes U plus delta U by delta x into delta x. This is according to the Taylor series expansion. So if we go ahead and apply the Newton's second law of motion, that is force is equals to mass into acceleration, then this force is given by, here it is, P into area at 1 minus pressure into area at 2, because pressure into area will give us the force at these two. We are considering only in the 1D direction, means one dimensional, in this direction, x direction. So this can be written as P into A is actually P into A minus this P plus delta P by delta x into delta x, and that is multiplied by nothing but area. So this will give us P into A minus this P into A minus del P upon del x into A. So these two are going to cancel each other, and this force is equal to mass into acceleration. This mass into acceleration will be change in velocity upon change in time. So this I can write it as negative of del P upon del x into del x multiplied by area, that is equal to, now mass I can write it as density into volume. So what is the volume? That is area into distance, A into delta x into delta U by delta T. This A is going to cancel, and this del x upon del T, this term I can write it as U, that is nothing but velocity in the x direction. So now negative of del P by del x into del x, that is equals to rho into U into del U. So now just take this del x to this side, delta x to this side. So this is negative of del P by delta x, delta P by delta x, that is equals to rho U delta U by delta x. This is our expression. So in differential form, we can write this as negative of dP by dx, that is equals to rho U du by dx. So this is the desired expression. This is basically the Euler's equation in one dimension, steady form. This is steady form of Euler's equation in one dimension. So if we go ahead and further simplify this, then it is like dP upon dx plus rho into U du by dx. That is equal to 0, and this is written as dP by dx plus d dx rho into U square by 2, that is equal to 0. Yeah. After that, d dx P plus rho U square by 2, that is equal to 0. So this P plus rho into U square by 2 must be a constant. And this basically comes after integrating these terms. this upon integration gives us this P plus rho u square by 2 is equal to constant. So this term, that is P plus rho u square by 2 is equal to constant, that can be written as Pt, is a very useful term, and this basically gives us the definition of dynamic pressure, in which this is static pressure, this is nothing but dynamic pressure, and the summation of these two pressures are basically total pressure. And this equation is nothing but the incompressible form of Bernoulli's equation. Incompressible Bernoulli's equation. So it is the Bernoulli's equation that gives us the definition of dynamic pressure. Now let us see the physical meaning of these static pressure and dynamic pressure. Let us discuss first about the static pressure. For that, let us again suppose that we are having a container, and this container is basically at rest. And inside this we are having gas. So gaseous molecules will be there. And as I have said that these gaseous molecules are in the constant random motion within this container. So because of this constant random motion, there will be a pressure inside of this container which is at rest. So this pressure is what is known as this static pressure in this case. Because the container is at rest, the gases are not moving as a whole, but it is moving only because of the random motion within this container. So this is known as the static pressure, which is the total pressure in this case. Because we are not having a motion of this container is not moving. So the pressure which is inside this container is only because of the random motion of these molecules, which is known as static pressure. And that is also the total pressure, because we are not having any pressure because of the motion of this container. So that is only the total pressure, the static pressure. Now suppose there is a case in which we are having a container inside which there are gas molecules, or there is a gas, and this container is moving, say with velocity v1. Or consider a case in which I am having a pipe, say this pipe, and the gas is flowing inside this pipe. So this gas is flowing, or any fluid is flowing inside this pipe. So because of this flow, some of the random components of velocity are changed in the favor of this motion, that is the directed motion. And we call this directed motion, either this v1 or the flowing of this gas, as ordered motion, as opposed to this disordered random motion of molecules within this container at rest. So this is basically disordered random motion. Disordered motion because it is random. And this is ordered motion, directed motion, because we have directed this fluid to flow like this, or this container to move like this. And this pressure is what is known as this dynamic pressure. So this is because of the ordered motion of the gas, or say a fluid. But even when we are directing the gas to flow in an ordered manner, there will be some random component of motion. Like that in case of this disordered motion. Here when the gas is at rest, then the molecules are flowing randomly and colliding with each other and the walls of the container. And here also, even when we are directing the gas to flow in an ordered motion, but then also there will be some random component of molecules which are basically colliding with each other and with the walls of the container randomly. That is the disordered motion. And so here will also be the static pressure component of pressure. So it is nothing that here only dynamic pressure exists. No, static pressure will also exist because of random motion of the molecules. So the total pressure in this case is given by the summation of this static pressure because of random motion of molecules, and this dynamic pressure because of the ordered motion of molecules. So this is how we will get the total pressure in this case. So this is all about this video. Thank you.
Also, for more exciting contents about science related stuffs in the form of news, videos or articles, don't forget to like our page Science Talk on Facebook, for which the link is given below.